let them prosecute them or release them, because there's no, Kenya is a country governed by law, and the DPP might just be doing his motions. But before I get the DPP, my focus is on the president and these two acolytes, the Inspector General of Police and the Director of Criminal Investigations. And the third one is the Director of the National
very much, members of the press. Welcome to today's presser. For the record, my name is Felix Keaton, advocate. I appear alongside Mr. Philip Langat, advocate, and Honorable Senator Okiyah Omtata. This is just to update you that today in the morning we have filed an habeas corpus application before the High Court seeking a myriad of orders that an order of habeas corpus do issue directing the Inspector General of Police and also the Director of Public Prosecutions to immediately produce the bodies of Gideon Kibet, Ronnie Kiblangat, Steve Kavingo Mbisi, Billy Mwangi, Peter Muteti, Bernard Kasavuli, Kelvin Mudhoni, at Kibra High Court on a day to be given by the High Court, or alternatively the said person be forthwith released and set at liberty. And in order to put this thing into its perspective, the applicants have been reported missing. And we are a country governed by the rule of law. And under the Constitution, Article 49 of the Constitution is very clear that any arrested person should and must be brought before the court as reasonably as possible and not later than 24 hours. So it is our assertion that if these people are being arrested by the police, then as a country governed by the rule of law, the state had a duty to produce the applicants within 24 hours. But they have not done so. That's why we've gone to court to seek the order of habeas corpus. And in any way, even for argument's sake, if at all the applicants are not within the custody of the police, then still it is the duty of the state through the National Police Service and all the state agency to ensure protection of its citizens. And if I may conceptualize the question of the state, I'll refer you to the writings of one eminent legal scholar called Jean Rousseau, who said that as the people we surrendered our rights to the state so that we can receive protection. So we expect of any government to protect its own citizens. But if the government is to abdicate that responsibility, then still there is what you call the doctrine of inherent self-defense by the people. If at all the citizen cannot protect its own people, then the people, they have a right, inherent right to bear arms for self-defense. And we believe if that in stage were to be arrived at, then it will invite in us to anarchy, which we don't wish. That's why we are saying that as a country governed by the rule of law, the Constitution is very clear that any arrested person should be brought forth within 24 hours. So we are demanding of the state, of the respondents, that is the Inspector General of Police and also the Director of Public Prosecutions, that they do produce the bodies of the applicants, whether alive or dead. Thank you.
For the record, my name is Philip Langat. I am appearing alongside Felix Keaton for the applicants and also for Honorable Senator Okiyah Omtata. Yes, just to reiterate, the issue is that we have had abductions in the recent past, which abductions have hit the limelight. And therefore, we are calling upon all the investigative agencies to swing into action with maximum speed and minimum delay so that the bodies, or rather, the missing persons can be produced, whether dead or alive. As you are aware, both the President and Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga cautioned all of us that abductions must stop. We should not limp back to the days of forced disappearances, senseless killings, and kidnappings. That is why today, as my colleague has said, we have made an habeas corpus application so that the missing persons can be produced by all the responsible investigative agencies. Thank you.
Files they have on the abducted people, but it will be interesting if they've got files on the abducted people and they don't know that those people they don't know who abducted the people. That will be an interesting development. But there are a lot of cosmetic things going on. What's important, let them prosecute these people or release them. Let them prosecute them or release them. Because there's no, Kenya is a country governed by law, and the DPP might just be doing his motions. But before I get the DPP, my focus is on the President and his two acolytes, the Inspector General of Police and the Director of Criminal Investigations. And the third one is the Director of the National Intelligence Service, who must be telling who are the people disappearing Kenyans. We have no doubts they are down to doing it. We have no doubts that there are the security forces doing it, so we are not questioning that we don't know where these people are. We know they are being held by the security forces in an ungazetted detention centers, which is even worse than what happened in the past. Because in the past, people could be arrested and detained in government facilities and they would be known to be in detention. This thing of arresting people and disappearing them, we will not accept it. We remember during the ICC trials, a lot of people were disappeared in this country. They have not been traced. And we hope that those tactics are not being revived, because we will not allow it to fly. For this time, the law is on our side, and we shall use the law to resist whatever anarchy the President and his ilk try to throw at us. Thank you.